Well, the way we see it is it is intended to be a memorial, which means that you're supposed to take the positive aspects of the Confederacy and memorialize them. The Warner exhibit has nothing positive to say about the Confederacy whatsoever. That's our problem.
So the Confederacy, they believed that white supremacy and the institution of slavery were positives. That was the point of the entire government.
Well, it's not the only point, but it is an important point.
It was the points that they said made it unique, right?
Well, you're referring to Alexander Hamilton Stevens' cornerstone speech, I think, there, which was a speech he made.
Alexander Stevens.
Right.
Yeah.
He was the vice president of the Confederacy.
Yeah.
And so that's what some people said. And yes, slavery was an important and significant factor in the rupture between the North and the South.
But
But it's not what the memorial is intended to emphasize.
But and again, this is about the lawsuit.
Right.
But if the point is to highlight the positive elements, and I know that you have a concern about building and creating these outside of the political context of the moment of the Confederacy, their goal was to perpetuate the fallacy of white supremacy and to protect the institution of slavery. A monument about the Confederacy without that seems incomplete.
Well, again, we come back to the question about when you memorialize something, you're looking for accentuating the positive. You're not looking for accentuating negatives. And so when they talk about lost cause ideology, they're talking about something which was actually a pro-Confederate statement by E.A. Pollard, who is the editor of the Richmond Examiner.
And has now become synonymous with this kind of genteel gauze that is placed over antebellum South. Have you been engaged at all with the state, with the Stone Mountain Memorial Association, about what you think this should look like, if not what they've described in the Warner Museum?
Actually, we were. A few years ago, we prepared a video, which is on the Georgia SCV website, georgiascv.org, which you can see, which we presented to the Stone Mountain Memorial Association, suggesting what they could do to increase attendance would have it as a historical park sort of thing, like Jamestown, Williamsburg, things like that. And they advised no interest in that whatsoever. And we've had several meetings with the Stone Mountain Memorial Association people, and they usually tell us we're here to listen, but they won't respond to anything. Right. So for us, the only way to go is to file a lawsuit.
All right, Martin O'Toole, I find this to be interesting, that the addition of the context of segregation and slavery and the elements of the Confederacy just might break Georgia law. And we'll be following it. Thanks for coming in and having the conversation.
Well, thank you for having us. Appreciate your opportunity to speak.